guys, welcome back. We are continuing on with our data representation unit. We have started with our graphing, so we have covered dot plots, stem and leaf plots, histograms, and now we're going to talk about box plots. Now, I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen, the box plots is probably the most difficult one out of these different types of graphs of data, but I promise I'm going to walk you step by step through them, and although it's going to sound like a lot of technical mumbo jumbo, it really is not too bad once I show you what's going on. I have pre-filled in our information, so I'm going to read through this with you. It says box plots, also known as box and whisker plots. Box plots separate data into 4 parts. The 4 parts are not usually the same length or equal, but each part contains 25% of the data. Because if you break something into 4, 25%, 25%, 25%, 25% makes 100%. The median shows the middle 50% of the data. Makes sense, right? If you cut something in half, it's the middle 50%. Uses a number line to show the distribution of a set of data by using the median, first and third quartiles, and extreme values. A box is drawn around the quartile values, and the whiskers extend from each quartile to the extreme data points that are not outliers. The median is marked with a vertical line. Steps to making a box plot. You're like, oh my God, Miss, what are you talking about? This seems terrible. Promise you it's not. First step, order the numbers from least to greatest. Find the median. We've done that before. Find the first quartile. Find the third quartile. Find the IQR. IQR is short for interquartile range. And then number 6, find the outliers. Now that one, you may or may not have outliers. That one just depends on your data. Number 7, draw a box that includes the quartiles and then a vertical line through the median. Draw the whiskers from each quartile to the extreme data points. So these are all the steps for box and whiskers. And you're like, what? I promise you guys, it's not too bad. All right, this example, there wasn't enough space on my paper, so I have put it on another sheet of paper so I can efficiently show you how to do it. All right, so I have already put the data in order from least to greatest for you. The first thing that we need to do is find the median. Remember, the median is the middle, okay? Let's see how many numbers we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's an even amount. So that means to find the middle, there's probably going to be 2 numbers in the middle, right? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here's our 2 numbers in the middle, okay? Here's our median. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, when we have 2 in the middle, we need to add them and then divide by 2. So off to the side, so that way, if you want to go back and look at what's happening, we're going to do 56 plus 52, 6, 7, 8. 5 and 5 is 10. And then we're going to divide this by 2. So we have 108 divided by 2. 2 won't go into 1, but it will go into 10 5 times. We have 8 left over, and then 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, so our median is 54. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, what we need to do, now that we've found the middle, I need to draw a line down this data, separating it. So half of my data is this way. Half of my other data is this way. You may or may not realize this, but we are actually starting to form the box in our box plot, okay? So first off is splitting the data down the middle. All right, now the first quartile, believe it or not, is the first half of your data. The second quartile is the back end of your data. So I'm going to label that. First Q, second Q, okay? Now, Miss, how do we find this quartile? The same way we found the median. If you want to think about it this way, you're finding the middle, the middle, the middle. So let's find the middle of this data. Again, I have an even amount of numbers. So that means I'm going to have to add these 2 numbers and then divide by 2. So my first quartile, I need to do 47 plus 45. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8, 9. So we got 92, which we're going to divide by 2. 2 times 4 is 8 with 1 left over. And then 2 times 6 is 12. So our first quartile is 46. Come over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 pieces of data, so that means there's 2 numbers in the middle. 58 and 58. Well, since they're the same number, if I added them up and divided by 2, I would still get 58. So 58 is my second quartile. All right, how do I get the IQR? The IQR is the interquartile range. Well, you're going to take your second quartile and subtract it from your first quartile. So you're going to do 58 minus 46. So 6, 7, 8. So our interquartile range is 12. Okay. Now, outliers. Now, this means, do I have any numbers that are just way out there? Okay. If we take a look at our data, our second outlier is 58 and our first quartile is 46. Our IQR is 12. So what that means is, do I have any numbers that are less, is my biggest number greater than 12? Is my smallest number less than 12? The answer to both of those is no. So I have no outliers. Okay. Now you're probably like, oh, miss, woo, that was a lot going on. Okay. Let's try another one. Okay. All right, again, I have put the data in order from least to greatest. Okay, let's see how many numbers we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, we have an odd amount of numbers. So the middle is going to be very easy to find. So ding, oh, cover it up, cover up, cover up. The middle of our data is 58. I'm going to circle that bad boy. I'm going to put 58. Now, remember, our first and second quartile, we're finding the middle of our data again. So since there's only one number in the middle, my data is going to be split like this because we don't include that one number, okay? So half of our data is this way. The other half is this way. Remember, this is the first half of our data. This is the second half of our data. All right? How many numbers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means we're going to have to add 46 plus 44, 6, that's 10, 8, 9, divided by 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5 is 10. So 45 is our first quartile. And hey, look, 44, 46. Notice that in between that is a 45. That's a little trick. If there's only one digit separating them, then the middle is usually the middle, okay? What about over here? We have 4 pieces of data, so that means these two numbers, okay? I see 67, I see 69. I'll bet you anything that our middle is going to be 68. I'm going to put 68. Let's see if we get 68. So we're going to do 69 plus 67, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 12, 13, divide by 2. 2 times 6 is 12, 1 left over. 2 times 8 is 68. Well, what do you know? There's 68. All right, our IQR, we're going to take our second quartile and subtract it from our first quartile. 68 minus 45, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 6, 4 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, just make sure. 1, 1, 3 divided by, oh no, sorry, we're just subtracting. Oh, Miss Likes added, haha. Miss Likes added. 8 minus 5 is 3, 6 minus 4 is 2. Haha, 23. My bad, guys. Forget that. Ding, ding. All right, outliers. If we added 23 to our biggest number, to our median, guys, I am so sorry, to your median, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5, 6, 7, we don't have an 81, and then subtract it, we have no outliers, okay? All right, guys, that is how you make a box and whisker plot and how you find the median, first quartile, second quartile, IQR, and outliers. Don't worry, guys. We will be working with this for a couple of days because I know this is a lot of information thrown at you. Let's go ahead and try your assignment and see how you do. All right, guys. Have a great day.